Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be taking you through reversing the order of integration problems. We've solved a similar problem in our previous lessons, so I have another problem here to also expound on this concept. So when we reverse the order of integration, so in double integral, as I said, it's either we integrate the x first before the y or the y first before the x. In some problems, the question itself will give you the order which you should integrate. But situations where if you go by the order given in the question, then the integral becomes impossible, right? So for that reason, you have to change the order before you can do your computation. So I have the double integral here and the function is here. So you've been asked to integrate x first. But looking at the nature of the function, square root of x to the power 4 plus 1, there is no way we can integrate this problem unless we had something like s cube here, then we use substitution. Because of that, we need to change our order so that we can integrate y first before what's the x. But we can't just change the order by switching the x and the y, but you have to draw, right? So we have to draw this graphically. Then we change the order by slicing through either y or what x. Okay. So looking at this side, our x is the inner function. So the inner limit is 2 and what? Third root of y. So x is going to be greater than what? Third root of y, but less than or equal to 2. So greater or equal to this. Then my limit for the y is greater than or equal to 0, but less than or equal to 8, right? So on the y-axis, I'll plot 0 and 8, right? And 8 is somewhere, let's say 0 and 8 is for my y. Then for x you have for 2, right? You have 2, so I can stand at 2, right? So meaning that I have 8 and 2 be meeting somewhere here as a point here. So I'll have this here. Then now, how do we plot this function, that is x is equal to third root of what? Y. Remember that every function should be in the form y is equal to, right? So taking the cube of each side, I'm going to have y equals s cube. So this function is the same as this. The reason why I'm expressing it in this way is that I want us to determine if it's going to bend downwards or bend upwards graphically, right? So once you get it in the form y equals s cube, we can take the second derivative test. So first derivative will give us 3x squared, second will give us what? 6x, right? And 6x is a function, right? So since we are dealing with the positive side of our graph, surely this will be what? Positive. And therefore, our graph will bend downwards. It will be a minimum, right? It will bend downwards. So I'm going to have some drawing like this here. So this is the region where we are going to focus on. So this is the region, right? So the question was given where x was the inner function. Well, we are supposed to integrate s first, but we can't do that. And in our previous lesson, I made you know that for you to integrate x first, meaning that it was sliced parallel towards x. And if you want to integrate y first, you have to integrate what? Parallel towards the y-axis. Or it means parallel to the y-axis means slicing through x, and parallel to the x-axis means slicing through what? Y. Okay. So here, because you want to change the order, meaning you have to slice parallel towards the y-axis. Parallel to the y-axis, right? So right now, our function is either s is equal to third root of y, or y is equal to s cubed for this side, right? Then this is s is equal to 2. Okay, s is equal to 2. So you surely see that for our first, or the default function that was given, it was sliced through what? Through y, or parallel to the x-axis. That's why we're supposed to integrate with respect to s first. So for now, let's change our order by simply slicing through what? Slicing parallel to what? The y, or slicing through what? X. Okay. So slicing through x, I'm going to touch this function here, and I'll touch here. So meaning that I'll have my definite or my integers. See, you should have a known value limit. That will be the outer boundary, so that we can have a definite integral, or we get a proper number. You shouldn't get functions at the outer. Okay, so for every double integral, the functional limits are within, and after your outer limit you have numbers. So once you are slicing through x, or parallel to the y, meaning that we're going to have x as us as our limit, right? So obviously you can see that s is going to range from 0 to 2. Okay, so the new limit of s will be s is greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 2. Now for the y side, I'm going to touch this line here, and this line, that is s is equal to 0. Sorry, line y equals 0, right? Line y equals 0. So meaning y will be greater than or equal to 0, Then we touch here at y equals s cube. That's not equal to s cube. Now we've got our new limits. We can go ahead to switch as simple as possible. So my outer will be what? 0 to 2. And that'll be the x. Inner will be what? 0 to s cube. 0 to s cube, as simple as that. Then my function comes square root of s to the power 4 plus 1 dy dx, right? So once you get this, meaning we are going to integrate with respect to y first. So integrating with respect to y, there is no y term, so obviously y will appear. So 0 to 2, then I'll have what? Y square root of x to the power 4 plus 1. Then I'll apply my limit of integration 0 to s cube. Then I'll bring my x outside. So this will give me 0 to 2. Then wherever I see y, I'll simply put what? S cube. 0 will be 0. So I'll have s cube square root of what? X to the power 4 plus 1. Then the x. So at this point, I think we have a defined integral which we can easily integrate with respect to x. So using substitution, let u be equal to s to the power 4 plus 1. Du dx is equal to 4s cube. Then our dx will be equal to 1 out of 4s cube times what? Du. So I'll make my substitutions here. I'll have integral 0 to 2. Then my s cube will come square root of 4 x to the power 4 plus 1. Then my x will be replaced by 1 over 4 s cube u. So this s cube will cancel this s cube. And sorry, here will be u, okay? So integral 0 to 2 square root of u. But there is 1 over 4 here, and I'll bring that one outside, 1 over 4. So this is the same as 1 out of 4 integral 0 to 2 u to the power half, right? Du. When you have half, you just add 1 to it, making what? 3 out of 2. Then you divide the whole function by that resultant. I'm going to have 1 over 4 times 2 over 3, right? Then this becomes what? U to the power 3 over 2, right? Then we introduce our limits. That is from 0 to 2. So this becomes 2 over. So when I multiply this, I'm going to get 2 over 12, right? That is 1 over 6. My u was what? S to the power 4 plus 1. Or s to the power 4 plus 1. All to the power 3 out of 2. And I'm going to introduce my limits 0 to 2. So when you put 2 here, you are getting 16. 16 plus 1, 17. Alright, 17. So we're having 1 over 6. Open bracket 17 to the power, or it's 3 out of 2. Then when I put s to be 0, here will be 0, but I'll have 1. So right, so I'll have minus 1, as simple as that. So this is how we change the order or reverse the order of integration. And that's the end of this section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.